One of the most well-known and well-researched cases of paranormal activity is the Enfield poltergeist. In 1977, it happened in Enfield, England, and included a family who had been experiencing unusual happenings in their home. Two young girls named Janet and Margaret Hodgson, who asserted to be tormented by an evil spirit, were at the core of the events. Strange noises, objects being thrown, and moving furniture were among the household's activities. Witnesses described hearing weird voices and unexplained banging noises, as well as witnessing furniture hover and move around the room. The girl's appearance as being possessed by a malignant entity, speaking in loud, gruff tones, and exhibiting abnormal power was the case's most alarming element. The Hodgson family house was visited by several paranormal researchers, including Maurice Grosse and Guy Lyon Playfair, who saw some of the occurrences. They filmed the girls changing voices as well as video of what appeared to be items moving on their own. The BBC's The Enfield Haunting, which broadcast in 2015, covered the case as well. The case is still unsolved today despite thorough inquiry. Some have proposed that the happenings were the consequence of natural phenomena, such as high amounts of electromagnetic radiation in the house, while skeptics have suggested that the girls may have fabricated the activity. The Enfield poltergeist, however, is still regarded by many as one of the most convincing instances of paranormal activity ever documented. The Amityville horror tale is a contentious one. While some people consider it to be a real account of paranormal activity, others think it was a publicity stunt or hoax. Here is a quick rundown of what happened. In November 1974, Ronald DeFeo Jr. murdered his entire family while they slept inside their Amityville, New York, suburbia house at 112 Ocean Avenue. George and Kathy Lutz and their 3 children relocated into the home despite its past a year later. The family claimed to have encountered bizarre occurrences including green slime oozing from the walls, unexplained noises, and a sense of being observed. They reported seeing demonic creatures and feeling cold spots throughout the home, among other things. The Lutzes got in touch with paranormal researchers Ed and Lorraine Warren, who carried out a number of investigations and came to the conclusion that the home was in fact possessed by evil spirits. Later, critics challenged the Warrens' conclusions, claiming that they had a financial stake in spreading the myth. The Lutzes ultimately left the home and did not come back. Their experiences were documented in the best-selling book, The Amityville Horror, by Jay Anson, which was subsequently made into a number of films. The Amityville house continues to pique people's curiosity and interest despite the controversy surrounding the story. Some people continue to record paranormal activity and assert that the house is haunted. The Bell Witch is a well-known instance in the United States history of paranormal activity, so yes. In 1817, in Adams, Tennessee, the tale of the Bell family's encounters with the phantom known as the Bell Witch started. The odd knocking noises on the walls and doors of the Bell family's farmhouse are said to have started the disturbances. The family members soon started to suffer bodily assaults, including having their hair pulled, having things thrown at them, and even experiencing being slapped and punched by an ominous force. The entity, which went by the name of the Bell Witch, purported to be a ghost with a grudge against John Bell, the family patriarch. It was rumored to have participated in political discourse while conversing with guests at the home. John Bell became sick and ultimately passed away during the years that the disturbances persisted. It was reported that the Bell Witch admitted guilt for his passing and said she had poisoned him. In paranormal communities, the tale of the Bell Witch has gained popularity, and numerous books, articles, and films have been made about it. There is no hard evidence to back the Bell Witch's existence, according to some skeptics, who contend that the tale may have been exaggerated or made up over time. In recent years, the occurrence of black-eyed children, Becks, has become a well-known urban myth in the paranormal community. It is alleged that these kids, who are typically between the ages of 6 and 16, have dark eyes and occasionally appear to be in a trance or under the influence of hypnosis. Beck encounters usually take place at night or in the early morning, in remote locations. They might go up to cars or houses and ask for assistance or a spot to stay. Becks frequently cause intense fear or dread in those who meet them, and many of them refuse to interact with the kids in any way or let them inside. The phenomenon of Becks is explained by a number of hypotheses. Others contend that they are extraterrestrial or interdimensional entities, while some speculate that they could be ghosts or the spirits of deceased children. Some people think that Becks are just a more sophisticated form of old-fashioned vampire or demon mythology. Reports of encounters with black-eyed children continue to surface despite the absence of conclusive proof or a scientific explanation for the phenomenon. These eerie encounters continue to fascinate many people because they seem to appeal to our deepest anxieties about the supernatural and the unknowable. That is accurate, yes. The jinn are said to have originated from smokeless fire in Islamic mythology and are thought to be supernatural creatures. The jinn, who according to Islamic doctrine were formed before humans, are able to possess people, grant wishes, and even harm people if they are provoked or offended. In Islamic culture, there are many myths and tales about the jinn, some of which portray them as kind spirits who aid those in need, while others portray them as mischievous or malevolent creatures who wish to harm humans. While some people claim to have had encounters with jinn, these claims have not been verified experimentally and are frequently written off as superstition or hallucination. However, the idea of jinn continues to be central to Islamic culture, with many Muslims holding this belief and engaging in a variety of rituals and prayers to guard themselves from their impact.